I'm Michelle. Let's get warm at home or out here with a march or a back seat or a high knee. I'm Michelle. Keep your shoulders down, elbows at 90 degrees. And we're going to make sure and talk to your doctors if you've had any medical concerns. Otherwise, keep it moving. Okay, so higher up, add in those arms, opposite elbow, opposite knee. Go, you can go your own pace. Good, the opposite will get those obliques involved with that twist. I think today's warm-up will warm us up nicely. So hang in there for another 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Now heel tap forward. This can be slow or fast. Good. Pulling that toe up. And then we're going to move it to the back. So tap it behind, tap it behind. Opposite arm, opposite leg. A lot of lower body today. Always core and balance. And a few push-ups. We've got 10 different moves. All of them we've done on other days, but a new order. So if you guys want to go faster on this one, jump, switch. Or take both arms up. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Out to the side. If you want to lean into it, elongate that rib cage, hand in the front or on your hip. Good. 10 more. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Now twist with it. So turn. Follow the hand with your gaze if that doesn't make you dizzy. Otherwise, you can look a little bit more forward. Good. A little more power to it. Punch and retract. Good. 6. And now we've got jumping jacks. 4, 2, 1. Both arms up. Jacking it out with 1 foot or 2. Good. Getting that body temperature up. 10, 9, 8. You can alternate or high intensity. 5, 4, 3, 2, and keep those arms up. Rotate those forearms. You can always work on that balance with a leg up. Okay. A foot in the back or a knee in the front. Hopefully that respiratory rate is up slightly. So take some deep breaths, and then switch to your other leg elevated. Elbows in and out, in and out, in and out, in and out. Good. Okay, circles. So if you want to do the opposite, a knee up or a foot back. You want to try a different version. Palms up and circle those arms. Trying to get those shoulders tired. And reverse directions, you can switch legs. Good. Okay, you can have both weight on your toes for a big circle. Finish out that shoulder burn with a butterfly stroke, unless you'd rather front crawl. Pushing that shoulder mobility and balance. And to the back. Last one. Pinkies lead, alternate, or both at the same time. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good job. Okay, you guys can get water anytime. You can use hand weights once in a while if you'd like, but everything is definitely still a workout without weight. The first one is a single leg RDL with a knee up. So it could almost be considered an extension of our warm-up because it's a low intensity and we're stretching it out and we're working on balance. If you feel wobbly, just make it a good morning. Put those hips back. If you're comfortable, send that right leg back. Then it's a single leg. That left knee is slightly bent, but not moving. Feel that hamstring stretch. After you get used to it, you can add in those arms up. You can tap down, or try to keep that knee, that foot off the ground in between, or add in that knee lift. Focusing on one still point for the last 6, 5. You can always slide over to something to hold on to. 4. And then we'll even out the other side in 3, 2, and 1. So start small on your other leg. Unless you want to start with 2 legs, feet hip width apart, bend at the hip, keep that chest open, shoulders back, even if you're on one leg. Letting that left leg up this time. Regroup, take it up. Maybe you don't have to touch the ground. And maybe you can add that knee lift. Stretch those arms out for more difficulty. Crunch. Stretch out. Crunch. Last 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Okay, let's get that heart rate going with a squat twist. So if you hip width apart, go down and back, and then when you come up, you can either do a little cha-cha, dance step forward, or both feet jump and come back. Squat, jump, come back. Squat, if you're not jumping, little forward step to the kitty corner. Squat, twist, squat, one leg or two-legged. Twist after the squat. Twist, squat. Keep those shoulders forward and move through the waist and the hips to get those obliques. Get that heart rate up. Squat. One leg twist across the body or both legs to the side. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Okay, so the one that is the most involved with the ground, or push up with a lay down, hands behind your back, if you're doing it all. If you don't want to go to the mat, you use a fence. Otherwise, I will demonstrate your push up all the way down, hands behind your back, back up, all the way down. You could alternate and go up. Push up, hands behind your hips, push up, hands overhead, push up, hands behind your hips. Keep repeating with straight hips if possible. Means that core's got to be tight. Pull that belly button toward your spine. By laying all the way down, we're going to get a little bit more range to work those pectoral muscles through the chest. Let's do 4 more. 3, 2, and 1. You could always throw in a child's pose stretch. You want to sit those hips up and back. Otherwise, we're going to stay down. For my beginners or lower intensity crew, hands under your shoulders for everybody, knees under your hips, and you're just going to do a mule kick up. So flex that ankle. If you want to make it harder, guys, go ahead and do the floating table where your knees are off the ground. Now do the mule kick with those knees up the whole time. 8, 7. You can always go back down to that knee part way if you need a break. 3, 2, hold it up. I'm going to go on my left knee. A little bit of a break in intensity while we pulse out that first side, heel higher than your toe. No pointed toes. Locked ankles. Back down. Get ready for your second side. You decide if those knees are elevated. Bring that second leg up, down, up, down. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, I'm going to go down on my other knee while I pulse, pulse, pulse for the extra credit with that elevated leg. And relax. Okay, squat with a side leg lift. So back up, be hip width apart, down and back, lift to one side, down and back, the other side. Keep alternating. You could add a shoulder raise if you want. Opposite to keep that balance. Go alternating so your count doesn't matter. Good. 10, 9. We'll do pulses at the end again. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Okay, on this one, hold it up. You don't have to worry about the arm so much, but that leg is firing through those abductors to keep that leg off the ground. Pulse, pulse, pulse. Core engaged for upper body balance. Switch back to that other side. Hold it, hold it, hold it. Pulse, pulse, pulse. And relax. You want to stretch that one out? You can lean that hip out to the side to stretch that muscle over the bone. Otherwise, we are going to do a double pulse back lunge. It's up to you if you want to jump or not. If you're jumping, don't hold weights. If you're not jumping, you can hold the weights at your side. So, step my right leg back. You decide how low. Try to get that front thigh parallel to the ground for my advanced group. 2 pulses or 3 or so. Switch. Step back. Pulse 2 or 3 times. Back up. Now jump if you want. Go faster if you want. Pulse, pulse. Switch. Pulse, pulse. Switch. Pulse, pulse. Switch. Try a few of those. Or don't. Or go back to the step instead of the jump. Modifying as needed. Hopefully feeling toasty by now. Good. Okay. Let's do 6 more. 2 on each side. 5, 4, 3, 2. You got 1 more right, 1 more left. Good job. Shake it out. And we are on to a lateral bear crawl. So, you're in that hover position going side to side. If you don't want to go on the ground, you could do another set of alternating raises with the arms and the leg. Or you could just hold your plank. But if you guys are up for that lateral, then get in that hover position, hands under your shoulders, knees under your hips. Lift those knees, step side to side for about 4 little steps. 4 little steps back. You got it. Last one back. Okay, then we're gonna flip ourselves over. So, the opposite direction. You're gonna hold it there, or you're gonna walk it out with me, which means your hands stay under your shoulders. Step right, left, up, up, right, left. If that full step out's a little much, you could march as a medium between high intensity and low intensity. Low intensity is just holding it still. Okay, if you are going around and around, switch. So my left goes first this time to end out the other side. 3, 2, trying to keep those hips up if you can, and relax. Okay, we are back up for knee to squat jump. So we're not all the way up, we're halfway up, taking advantage of our position. So you guys are gonna go left leg, right leg, left knee, right knee, left foot, right foot, left knee, right knee. Gotta keep alternating on your first side. 4 more. Wherever you want your arms to help you, you can move them at your side, put them on your hips, put them on the back of your head. 1 more on this side. Now I'm going to, instead of stepping up my left first, I'm going to step up my right leg first. So it bears a bit more weight first, like the other side got to. The first half. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and you can always just do squats too. You're not going all the way down to the ground. Last one, curtsy lunge, side lunge, and we're done with our first round. So you guys are going to have one leg stationary the entire time. I'm going to have my left leg stationary and move my right leg behind. Curtsy lunge down, no jumping, so I'm going to hold my weight. Step all the way out to the other side, side lunge. One knee bent, one leg straight. That's 1. Repeat all of them on the first side. About 10 and 10. 3, 3, 4, 4, 5, 5, 6, 6, 7, 7, 8, 8, 9, 9, 10, and 10. So reset all of that with the right leg stationary. Curtsy lunge behind that one. Bend both knees, stop before the ground, step out, and back. Got 8, 8, 7, 7, 6, 6, 5, 5, 4, 4, 3, 3, 2, 2, 1, and 1. Well done. Okay, so back to our single leg Romanian deadlift knee raise. So we're at the top. Get water, shake it out. We've done all the moves once now. So we're ready for round 2. If you're feeling wobbly, lightheaded, still not warm, you could always do 2 legs, crunch a knee, 2 legs, crunch a knee. Otherwise, let's start with that left, send that right leg back. Reaching those arms overhead is optional. Touch that toe down as needed. Lift that knee if you want. 7. Working on that balance if you're on one leg. 5, 4, 3. Looking at one still point. Last one. Okay, other leg. You can still face the same direction. Or turn. Find your balance. Open up that chest so the shoulders are back. That will help protect your back and keep it straighter. Send that leg back, arms up, knee up, or you don't have to do that much if you don't want. You could do your good morning, other knee up. Good morning. You decide. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Okay, getting that heart rate back up with our squat twist. You decide if you leave the ground after your squat. 1 foot cha-cha or to that diagonal corner. Otherwise, both feet. Quick switch and back. Good. 10, 8, 8, 7, 7, 6, 6, 5, 5, 4, 4, 3, 3, 2, 2, 1, and 1. Okay, back to that push-up. You can always go to an elevated surface and just do a regular push-up if you want. Otherwise, if you lay all the way down, you can get that extra range. Put your hands behind your back or overhead and get a little bit of back work. Abs tight, hips straight. This can be kneeling or on your toes. The deeper range is a little bit harder, so knees are just fine. But you get that little break at the bottom to make up for it. Okay, let's do 5 more each. I'm alternating my hands down low over my hips, up high overhead. 4, 4. We got it. 3, 3, 2, 2. 1 more each. Hands low. Push up. Hands high. Push up. Child's pose. Encourage for a nice gentle stretch back on those heels. Arms overhead. And then you decide if you want to do a regular mule kick. Leg up and down. Hands under your shoulders. Knees under your hips regardless. Advance. Curl those toes under. Lift those knees up. Right leg. Swing it up, down. A little much harder with that base knee up. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. I'm going to go down on that knee, hold up my right side. Pulse, 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 pulse. And relax. Other side. With the knees up or down. Swing up. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and relaxing on one knee for the pulse, 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 pulse. And relax. Okay, stand it up for your squats. Side leg raise. You could add in the arm raise, weighted or not. Ready? Feet hip width apart. Squat down. Raise one up to one side. Switch after your next squat. Good. You could do 2 arms. Nine, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Now let's keep this one up. Arms relaxed, but pulse it, pulse it, pulse it. Switch. Last pulse, last pulse. And relax. Okay, we are back to our double pulse backward lunge. So, you guys are gonna step back. You decide how far and how low. Little pulse, switch. Step back, pulse, switch. Maybe a jump in the middle. Once in a while, on all of them, on none of them. Hands can balance you as needed. They could go on your hips. They could go on your head. Cardio option, the more intense you make it. Otherwise, balance and strength just as beneficial. Good. 2, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good job. Shake it out. And we are going to go down. We're going to skip our lateral bear crawl and do our reverse plank. You decide how much of that extra leg movement you want to add in. So hands under your shoulders, hips up a little bit higher for more challenge. March for a medium version. Right heel out, left heel out, back in for advance. Let's do 6 on each side. 4, 3, 2. So my right one was going first. Now I'm going to do my left one first. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Okay, shake out those arms. Those triceps should be tired. So knee to squat jump. If you want to add a jump, that would make this round more intense. So otherwise just step it up one at a time. Right, left, you'd keep those hips back, those joints loaded to extend up if you're adding a jump. Otherwise just step one leg first, then the other, otherwise stay low and high. Good, 4 more, and we'll switch our lead leg. 3, 2. My left one was going first, so now I'm down on both. My right leg's gonna go first. Just step it out if that's where you're at. or add a few jumps. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, last one, and the lunge is next. All the lateral work. Curtsy first, side lunge second. So you can hold weight since we're not jumping, or just stick with body weight to keep it simple. Left leg still the whole time, right leg ready to go. Curtsy behind, step to the right. Good. 5 more on this side. 4, 4, 3, 3, 2, 2, 1, and 1. So the other leg is stationary. Curtsy lunge, back, step out, back, step out. The weights could be at your sides, at your shoulders. You could curl them. 5. Trying to keep that back straight. Eyes up will help. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good job. Shake it out. And we will do a few leg kicks. Shaking it out. Getting closer to our cool down. Not that we want to cool down much out here. Maybe it's just a knee lift. Maybe you can reach partway down that leg. A few of you might be able to hit that toe. Good. 6, 5. So we're bringing our foot up to us. Then we're going to take our hand down to our foot after the last left and right. So feet wide, plant them. Maybe you're just touching your knees, because you don't necessarily want to bend your back a lot. So it's going to depend on how flexible your hamstrings are and how far you go down. You can make it a side lunge for the next few. So one knee bends as you get closer to that foot. Last 2, 2, 1, and 1. Keep your feet there. Twist. Thumbs up. And we're going to hold it over one side lunge. But go ahead and pivot right away. So it's front to back. Back heel stretches. Hold your weight with that front leg if you want. Or arch it up if you don't need to hold it. Feeling that stretch to that back hip. If you want to go all the way down to the ground, sink deeper into those hips. If your right leg forward, you can twist with it by taking the right arm up. Otherwise, we'll reset in the middle with a wide-legged forward fold. Maybe you're holding the ground. Maybe you've got one elbow in the other hand. Before you slowly shift to the other one, sideways, then pivoted front to back. So you've got those feet straight, back heel elongating that calf muscle. Balance with your hands on your leg if you want. Otherwise, arms up. Arc back to stretch that frontal plane of muscles. Or go all the way down. And if you want to twist, then take the arm up so that you have leg forward. Your left leg forward, left arm's up. Look up with that hand if you want. And we'll take it back up. So, let's cross over. You can bend through the hips more than the back if you want to keep that back straight. If you're comfortable relaxing all the way down, that's fine. Cross over the other way. If you're trying to keep that back straight, pretend there's a string pulling your head toward the wall ahead of you. And feel that stretch through the hamstring, sides of the hip to get that IT band, and bring it up with a few big shoulder circles at the top, both directions, and then clasp those hands back. Open that chest up, arms all the way around the front neck, rounding that back, and then one elbow up. Push it back or hold it down, trying to keep those hips tilted in, not letting that rib cage bow forward. Abs tight to do that. Chin stays up. Other side. Maybe you can reach from below, whether they touch or not. You can measure your progress in a mirror at home. One side is probably more flexible. Give yourself a few wrist rolls, ankle roll, other direction. Hands together. Stretch those forearms while you get that other ankle. Push the heels of those hands down. Other direction with your ankle. And take a big deep breath in. Stretch it up. We'll end with the neck stretch. So as you exhale, tilt one ear to one shoulder. Reach those hands down. Bring the stretch through the side of your neck. And slowly roll that chin to your chest. Over to the other side. And we'll call it a day. Thank